The three stages of analytical psychology so far deal with by no means of such nature that the last can replace the first or the second. All three quite properly coexist and are salient aspects of one and the same problem. They no more invalidate each other than do confession and absolution. And the same is true to the fourth, the stage of transformation. It must not claim to be the finally achieved and only valid truth. Its part is to make up a deficit left by the previous stages. It comes to meet an additional and still unsatisfied need. In order to make clear what this fourth stage has in view, and to throw some light on the curious term transformation, we must first take account of those psychic needs of man which were not given a place in the other stages. In other words, we must ascertain that could seem more desirable or lead further than the claim to be a normally adapted social being. Nothing is more useful or fitting than to be a normal human being. But the very notion of a normal human being suggests a restriction to the average, as does also the concept of adaptation. It is only a man who, as things stand, already finds it difficult to come to terms with the everyday world who can see in this restriction a desirable improvement. A man, let us say, whose neurosis unfits him for normal life. To be a normal is a splendid ideal for the unsuccessful, for all those who have not yet found an adaptation, but for people who have far more ability than the average, for whom it was never hard to gain successes and to accomplish their share of the world's work. For them, restriction to the normal signifies the bed of Procrustes, unbearable boredom, infernal sterility, and hopelessness. As a consequence, there are many people who become neurotic because they are only normal, as there are people who are neurotic because they cannot become normal. For the former, the very thought that you want to educate them to normality is a nightmare. The deepest need is really to be able to lead abnormal lives.